Hi, good evening, good morning, good day, wherever you are watching me. Let me start with Namibia, Botswana, Swaziland, USA, South Africa, everywhere, Pretoria, Machado Dop, everywhere where you are watching. My name is your host again in the SA Community Health, Mvulazan. I come again back to you. To me, it's in the morning, it's early hours. You know, this week has been a very hectic week, especially when you watch the TV, when you go to the Madlanga Commission. Can I kindly continue with Madlanga Commission a little bit? Whilst uh, General Sibia has been giving evidence, and we will also touch a little bit about the ad hoc. But before we go forward, let me encourage you and maybe let me thank everybody that have subscribed. We have reached the number 400. We are just left with something like 80 to make 500 for this week. Please subscribe, like, and also share this video. Please share it so that we can satisfy what YouTube wants us to do. Thank you very much. My topic today is lies cannot travel. Lies have got short legs. That is my theme for the day. Lies have short legs. You know, when we were growing up, we were taught that you must never tell a lie, because even your parents, when you tell a lie, they see lies on your face. I never knew until I became an older person. Then I've acknowledged that even when a child is trying to play games with you, you see very well that this child of mine is not telling the truth. Basically, this is what I want us to look at. Lies has short legs. It's a proverb, basically. It means that lies cannot travel far or last long because they lack a solid foundation. Huh? Similar to saying a lie cannot stand on its own. It cannot. This idiom implies that dishonesty is easily exposed and the truth will eventually outrun the deception. You know, as we were looking at how how General Sibia was giving evidence, you know, I became worried a little bit when every time he would, you know, when he finds himself in a tight corner, especially when they were reading the WhatsApp messages from Ngosi. You remember the name? Ngosi. When they were reading that, you know, when the advocate Asim would read from what Nkosi said, because Nkosi, even Nkosi, I'm worried about him because he allowed himself to be used. He allowed himself to be used as a mediator between himself and Ket Matlala. Basically, this teaches us that every time we need to be vigilant. We need to be very vigilant because there are key issues, especially when we talk about lies. We would see him when they were talking about what has happened, even things that he did not expect to come out in that commission. You would see him taking a deep breath and saying, "Where I'm seated here." You know, I even said, is it this week? Should we call it where I'm seated? Where I'm seated? I don't know. It is about us, how we raise our children, how we raise our own brothers and sisters, how we advise one another. When you see a question being posed, if they ask you, did you drink tea this morning? You must simply say, yes, I had drank tea. I had tea this morning. Or no, I did not have tea. But with him, he would round and round and take a trip to wherever and mix up issues. I am worried, very worried about our SAPS, our police department, our leaders. I call them our leaders because those are our protectors, as I've said even in the previous video. You know, it is not right that when you are being asked a question, a simple question, did you invite Matlala to your child's wedding? No, he had to take a trip first. Taking a trip meaning he has to go somewhere and bring up issues that do not even relate to what the question is saying. It makes me worried. Where are we taking our country to? Where are we taking our South Africa to? Where will our children inherit? What will our children inherit from us if they listen? Because one day or the other, they are going to listen to these things. And one of them is going to make a film. I just wonder when a film about the Madlanga Commission will be coming out, or the ad hoc committee. Also in the ad hoc committee, there were two characters this week. It was Sibia and also Brown Mohotsi. Brown Mohotsi had also had to succumb to when Malema said to him, are you still saying Mkwanazi is a CIA? And he said no. But when he was giving a topic, he was discussing this issue of him being invited to Madlanga Commission. He was so bold to say, I am going to take out issues. I'm going to bring out information about what has happened. But did we see that? No, we did not. We did not. I've tried to look at it. I wanted to, I was watching. I went back and forth, back and forth. Basically, what is it that Brown was saying this time? He was not as bold as he was the first time when he went to Madlanga Commission. He was not that bold because he knew that lies, lies, lies have got short legs. The key aspects of this expression, it's lies have got a temporary nature. Temporary in the sense that you'll tell lies now. After a few seconds, you don't know what you said. Then you go up and down. You will be talking about, no, why can't Mvulazana also be persecuted for this? That is what Sibia was doing all this time, because he was playing a blame game. Lies may work in a short term, but they cannot withstand scrutiny over time. The truth catches up. The truth catches up. Obviously, lies, because they've got short legs, which means the truth has got long legs. Because the truth, that is why our elders taught us that the truth will always set you free. And you become free at heart, because we even listened to Sibia telling us that he has got financial crisis. They took the issue of taking the gadgets. I think he is a police officer, starting before being a general. He is a police officer. He knows that when there are gadgets that are being confiscated, I don't know why did he hide himself behind the confiscate the items that were confiscated from him. Every time we would say, I did not have anything to refer. But if it was the truth, you do not have even to depend on a certain document. You don't have to, or a certain communication that you had. But I am worried about what Nkosi was doing. Nkosi, much because they had an agreement, one cannot, deviate from that. They had an agreement that you must stand for me and let Matlala not talk to me directly, let him talk to you. Even the monies were being transported through Nkosi. Be careful of becoming a transporter. I know that we all know that film, The Transporter. Every time when you transport information, when you allow yourself to be utilized or to be used as a transporter, you will end up not knowing what to say. But the truth with you, the transporter, will catch up with you. That is why Nkosi had to take out all the truth. Even if he was junior, he tried, Sibia tried by all levels to tell us that Nkosi is a junior. How can I have such a thing, a decision with him? How bagit. This week we have been listening and we've been watching a frustrated, I don't know, even if you saw his face was very much frustrated because everything, when it was beamed there, he wanted something to hide behind the truth that he sees on the screen. Sibiya, the truth that he sees. The truth catches up because a lie has short legs. It cannot run away from the truth for long. Even when we were doing athletics at school, we would look at those who were tall, even in their physique, they would run their race. And those who are short, they will come behind, and you will see that they've got short legs. They cannot match those ones. Something that hurt me most, it's when Sibia was saying to Advocate Hassim that he feels that he's basically he is standing for Mkhwanazi. I said, wow, really? This person is just a person that has been acting, that has been there to get the truth out of what you have said even in your statement. Truly speaking, we were watching even the days, the roundabout, the CV, the length of the CV, so many pages. I know that nowadays we are teaching even our children to have the shortest version of your CV because even when you go to interviews, you don't have this, your CV must speak for itself. Not that you must put a lot of words in it because he was crying a lot about what about things that I have done, the good things that I have done. But even if you want to get the good things that he has done, you can't even pick up one, or you struggle to get one out of that. This week has been something else, but the lies, the lies, the lies. I wish that when he comes back, because I know that he is supposed to come back, because he will also become confronted by almost the similar situation, because other witnesses that will be coming, they will be implicating him more and more. They will be telling the truth because nobody wants to be on the bad side of advocate of Judge Madlanga. You don't want to be because he is so soft spoken. And oh, thanks to our people there in Madlanga. I know that Madlanga, yes, much as you want the truth from the witnesses that are coming there, you struggle to get it, but with God's wisdom, you are able to can get that out of Sibiya. You are even able to can get the truth about what has really happened. I remember when he was talking about the rooms that he has built in Rustenburg. Why do we have to hide behind? If we are being caught, we must simply surrender and say, yes, this is true. I think if Sibia was very straightforward from the onset, he could have finished this, him giving witness, being on the witness stand for only 2 days whilst he was presenting that. But I wish that when he comes back with his senses. Stop blaming other people. Stop blaming Bomkwanazi. Stop blaming Bokumalo. Stop blaming people that are around you. Stop blaming your colleagues. Stop blaming. Blame game, the blame game, the blame game. You know, it also says lies have got a weak foundation, as I said. It suggests that lies are unstable and will inevitably collapse, leaving the liar trapped. We have seen how many times he was trapped. He was trapped, very much trapped. He would make those funny faces. We also that, all this, it's alleged. But because we are seeing it with our naked eye, we even wonder when he is in the field. He was in the field during his time as a constable. I wonder how many cases did he win? How many cases did he lose? I don't know. Or maybe the very same tricks that he is using today, he used them. How many people are in jail today because of such leaders that we have in SAPS? Please, can we clean up ourselves as government officials? Be truthful and serve our communities in the right way. Serve them with diligence. If we can't serve them with diligence, obviously we can't serve them well. You know, this worried me. Even when we went to the ad hoc, we found the very same thing. There were no proof, nothing. This is just a summary of this week and something that I have discovered and that I felt that let me talk to you about lies. Lies have got short legs. Thank you for watching this video. Let us teach our children the right way so that tomorrow they become good parents. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget, we are rushing to 500 subscribers. Please subscribe. I am still asking, please subscribe and continue to like. And something that is very key, please watch this video from the beginning to the end, because YouTube is also looking at us on how long are we looking at this YouTube. Please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, and please subscribe, please like, please watch the video from the beginning to the end, and please share. And thank you very much.